cowboys and pioneers, come lend your eyes and ears. I've got the need to testify. Don't try to build your nest out in the open west, 'cause there's a million ways to die. 6 bullets in the gun, or just a paper cut.
What is up, guys, and welcome to chapter 9 of building my dream theme park here in Planet Coaster 2, also known as CAMBO-LAND. So in the last episode, if you remember, we basically ripped out the wooden coaster because I'd built it terribly and I didn't realise that there was a snapping function turned on, so that had kind of ruined that. And then I built an RMC, which turns out still had the snapping function on. And yeah, only in this episode do I realise how to figure that out. So yeah, this is the episode of where I build a semi-decent roller coaster, I suppose. Raphael told me that I should try and build a kind of version of Big Thunder Mountain. So I had the picture up on my screen and I started trying to build Big Thunder Mountain, and then for some reason I forgot I was building Big Thunder Mountain and went on my own little tangent. So you will see that unfollow within the next couple of minutes of me trying to build this. What is the name of this coaster? I can't actually remember. Kind of like a railroad something. I really don't know what the coaster type is. And for the life of me, I can't. Yeah, so you see there, when you pull that down, it literally just tries to go down like really steeply. And I'm trying to fix that, because in the original game, that did not happen ever to me. That never happened. So I figure out that it's actually to do with that thing at the top, and finally I can build normally again, which is great. So I start trying to build the first kind of drop of Big Thunder Mountain at Disney. I can't remember if I've been on the one in Florida, but I've been on the one at Disneyland Paris, and it's a pretty good coaster, to be fair. So we go around the side, so I'm still following the Big Thunder Mountain railroad kind of thing. You go around, then you go around there, and then you go up quite a steep lift hill, and basically from the top of the lift hill, that's where I go on my tangent. Because yeah, okay, yeah, that's more, yeah, that's kind of the graduality, if that's a word. That's kind of how gradual it goes up. I think it goes up a bit higher, but it's kind of hard to reference the height in game compared to real life without getting the character plinth kind of thingy and using that. So yeah, from now I'm going on my tangent, but this ride will definitely be a better experience than the other thing. We're using quite a few Big Thunder Mountain elements in terms of the very steep curves. And now I know you're probably thinking watching this, oh my god, you're so stupid. People are obviously going to hit their heads. But you'd be surprised how often you can try and do that in game and it won't actually hit. So I'm just testing it now to see if it does actually hit it. So we will see in a moment. And nearer the end of this episode, you will get to see me getting the soundtrack ready for this ride, which doesn't have a name, so we need the name. Comment that down below. And also, we need the name for the RMC. And no, we've got the other one. So we've got TNT Tower, we've got the Wild Whip, and we've got the Loose Lasso. I don't know. Randy's Canyon Blast, and then we need the name for this and the RMC. And if you've got any ideas for one final attraction, any kind, then drop it down below, because I want to maybe put one more thing. in this area, finish up the theming for the stuff, and then be done with this area. So yeah, that hits, that collides, so we can't be doing that. At least I think. Yeah, it collides. Yeah. So can't do that. Unfortunately, I try my best to try and get to go through because that would have been cool. But no, we gotta kind of cut it a little bit short. Go over the top of it, which is quite cheeky. And then kind of wind around the back of that hill and come through there instead. Which looks pretty cool. I think the next area I want to be based on like an IP or something. Like one of my favorite franchise IPs. So leave a comment down below if there's any IPs or anything that you think that I could do in Planet Coaster 2. But no, I think I'm doing alright, and this coaster is most definitely better than whatever. But I know I say this in each episode, but this game is a learning curve. So I'm trying to sort that out because just this game is so difficult. If you haven't played it, it's difficult, alright? It's not. There's so many YouTubers that show themselves playing the game and everything just looks splendid. But it's difficult. I mean, I don't know if I say this in every episode, but you're watching like 2 hours worth of footage that's been time lapsed. When I do the soundtrack and then the ride video with the soundtrack near the end of this episode, that will be in real time just because with the soundtrack on the ride, then the music will be sped up. So yeah, I did not make the soundtrack for these rides because there is a specific movie soundtrack that I wanted to do the music from. So that will be pretty nice. Let's pray that this video does not get copyright strike. So yeah. So we just kind of got to see how much we need to slow that down coming up there. Also, that's kind of a big Thunder Mountain element because there is a lift hill at the end of the ride pulling you up into the station. I mean, I know that one's a little bit before the station, but you still got the kicker wheels after. And then just as a warning, we will not be theming this coaster in this episode. Reason being, I'm editing and doing the voiceover for this video on the 24th of May, and the update for the new Western Rocks and the rest of the Western stuff comes out on the 29th of May. So I'm gonna wait until then to do that. But you'll be watching this video exactly 1 week. So you'll be watching this video on the 1st of June? Is that right? The 1st of June or the 31st of what's it? Because I honestly can't remember how many days are in this. That may sound bad. I apologize to anybody watching and anybody who's just been offended by that. But my profound apologies. Let's just check what date it is next Saturday. Next Saturday is the 31st. You'll be watching this video on the, well, at least that's the day it came out. You might be watching it after. But this video, chapter 9 of CAMBO-LAND, will be coming out on the 31st of May. And that will mean it is only 28 days until my birthday. We will have a bigger video coming out on my birthday. think we'll do the setup tour for my birthday. Why not? Sure. All right. Mark your calendars, guys. Setup tour coming 28th of June. It's not just going to be a setup. It's kind of going to be new stuff I've done in my living room as well. With that, because there's been a few new additions, plus some other things, but there's been quite a lot of changes. So why not pencil that in? And I can't remember what I said in the last one or not, but I do still want to do a day in the life video, and I still want to show you guys how I make my videos for anybody that also wants to be a YouTuber or whatever, because I want to help as many people as possible. And if you are enjoying this series, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and comment your height, because why not? Sigma. Alright, so we are now downloading one of the songs that I'm going to be using. So this one's going to be for the coaster that I just built. I've downloaded the link and put it into YT, mate. I don't know whether that's allowed or not, but I did it. And then you put that into the Planet Coaster 2 folder. That's me struggling to try and copy it. Ooh. silly me. Anyway, copy that, drag it into the Planet Coaster 2 folder, and then put it into audio. And then when I go back in game, if I refresh the thing, you can get to it quite easily. There, I'm just trying to figure out how to rename it, because I edit and make these videos on Mac, and I only record the stuff on PC anyway. On to this week's ad. See you in a minute. Sorry to cut you off from the video here. I just wanted to thank today's sponsor, Upbeat.io, for sponsoring today's video. If all you need is some non-copyrighted music, sound effects, or even now motion graphics or stock videos, Upbeat is the choice for you. The link is in the description. Thank you. Alright, so now we are going back in-game and putting the audio onto the ride. So you go over to the bit with the paint palette and click change music. Then you go into the user audio, which is the TV screen icon at the top, and then you refresh it, and then railroad theme tune, because I don't know what the roller coaster is going to be called, so I just called it that. And then you put that in, and I'm now going to do your POV with the song, so enjoy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please disembark the coaster, and welcome back. Please keep all arms and legs inside the car at all times and enjoy the ride.
Alright, so now that's done. That's quite a sexy theme tune, I'm thinking. From A Million Ways to Die in the West, directed and written by Seth MacFarlane. What an absolutely brilliant film. For anybody that doesn't know, he's the creator of Family Guy and American Dad, Ted, The Orville, the Ted prequel, whatever. Basically all of that good stuff that I like. Now we're downloading the first bit from the film that shows after the Universal intro. Freaking YouTube ads, I swear they've upped it since last time. But yeah, that kind of comes across, but here a little snippet there. And I think absolutely everybody can admit that that is a banger. So we then grab that, put that straight into Y2Mate, download that bad boy, and get that going. That downloads. Why aren't I clicking it? Bro, I'm stupid. So download that bad boy, and then go back to the thing, just drag it straight into the Planet Coaster 2 folder, and then I just bookmarked it down the side or whatever it's called, put it in favorites so it's easy for me to do, put it into audio, and then I will go back into the game. Oh, what am I naming it? Randy's Canyon Blast theme? Probably. Do I misspell it? I think I misspelled it. Yep. I thought my spelling was better than this, to be honest, but guess it's not. Then go back in game, resume, go on to Randy's Canyon Blast, our awesome River Rapids ride, which also probably had the snap thing on, and that's why that's so weird. But refresh that, put that on, and I'm about to give you a full ride through on that ride, of course, with the theme tune on it, to give you that more immersive experience, but it will be themed up more once the new update comes out. So yeah, enjoy that. Enjoy that very much. Have a good ride.
Mind your heads!
Well, that's that ride done, and I hope you enjoyed looking at that. I think that has enhanced the experience by a good 91%. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. But of course, there is only one last thing to say, and that is, of course, on to the cinematics. Enjoy.